Hello there. I don't know if you remember me. I'm Sue, out for a little morning stroll here. Well, it's almost lunchtime. And I've been thinking about one of my goals this year, which is to do a little more like just audio, you and me, one-on-one, whatever I'm trying to say. And I just haven't felt like the timeline's right, like for whatever reason. I'm trying to not be like forcing this to happen or trying to force flow or trying to push things onto a date or a deadline. And as I was thinking this morning, I don't even know if I'm going to post this or share it, but just as I was walking, I just was thinking, like, I just did a Substack post that had like my stickers and things out for my, my yearly planner, planning, my vision boarding, whatever it was that I, should have done in December. I'm sure some of us feel that way. Or even November, they tell us November is the best time to plan your new year. And A, bullshit. B, I've been really feeling like God's saying, don't worry about the calendar. Like, the calendar is an illusion, right? It's a false reality. It's a forced pressure, almost like for those people that are against, Valentine's Day because it's a Hallmark thing, like putting ourselves on this new year, new me, new life, new goals treadmill. The minute, the calendar turns, the minute the ball drops, puts all of this undue pressure on us. And as we know, there is one thing that does not work with creativity and flow. It's pressure. And so I have been actively resisting all sense of pressure and force since the beginning of the year, really since the week before or the week between Christmas and New Year's, right? That's the week that we always are like, okay, switch gears, start getting my goals, start getting my visions and my dreams written out and color coded and all the things. And I'm not against any of those things. I'm really not. I love planning when it flows, not when it's forced, right? Not when it's thrust upon us. And if we don't do it, we feel shame and guilt and like we're behind the 8 ball. That I've actually heard someone share this week on January 3rd. And I think it's a sad thing that on January 3rd, we have to already feel behind in the whole freaking year. Like, we have a whole year. That means 362 days, if you even were to look at a calendar. Which, what I was starting to say is, I'm starting to think like the calendar just doesn't matter nearly as much as we want it to. It's a worldly system. This is going to sound super out there. It's a worldly system. It's a worldly, I don't want to say worldly like it's bad. Like, it's a natural system we've put in place to mark time. That's all it is, right? To help us humans live together. Sorry, I'm crossing the street. It's kind of like driving while on a video. We've put that together so that we can all be communicating with one another, right? We know what time it is so that people can live together. We know what day it is so that we can all live. It's to benefit us, okay? The calendar is here to serve us. We are not here to serve the calendar. But above that, okay, God's timetable is the schedule and the season of the Spirit. I don't love that season of the Spirit, but I don't know quite better words for it yet. But I feel like there is this letting the seasons evolve and flow and change that we need to be more aware of and used to and tuned into than just looking at the calendar and saying, okay, it's January 1st. I've got to get my shit together for the year. Because like I said, that pressure, it's performance driven. It's effort driven. It's effort based. Oops, there's a guy smoking. I'm going to be really quiet so he doesn't hear me talking. And so it feeds into, at least for me, my whole productivity works mindset that I've been working really hard to, I have been detoxing from over the past few years. A lot of you have been with that process with me. Some of you are doing that in your own journey. So, okay, I want to keep this quick, but this idea that if we could just let life unfold, if we could just let creativity flow, if we could just let the Spirit move, if we could just allow, right, the things in our heart to come up in a natural, timeline, like natural for us, the natural rhythm of life, which is if it's cold in January, our natural rhythm is to hibernate, read a book, get under a blanket, drink something warm, not get out there and conquer the world. So I think maybe we need to pay a little more attention to our own natural rhythms, our own feelings of supportedness and creativity, and not just look at the calendar and say, okay, I'm going to knock all these things out in this certain time frame, thereby putting all of this arbitrary pressure on ourselves. Now, I am speaking to you as a very creative person, not to puff myself up. I'm just saying that's my personality type, right? I'm a little more adventurous. I'm a little more impulsive than a lot of people, than a lot of you. But I am also an ENFP, according to the Myers-Briggs, which means I am a little more go with the flow. And if you try to put a lot of rules and, I don't know, those kinds of pressures on me just don't go well. So I'm talking from my own personality. You can consider if this works for you, if this feels aligned for you. So this is just a little thought for the day. It's Wednesday. It's not the first Monday in January. It's not January 1st. It's January 7th. Okay, it's not something, oh, the first Wednesday of January, no, I was taking a walk and these thoughts came up. And here's the whole bottom line. This is the whole, oh, I'm in front of High Society Cheesecake. I'm not going in there. That doesn't align with my 2026 focus. Anyway, or any of us, right? Sure. Is that we all have things that we're like doing, building, moving towards, leading. And there's ways that work and there's ways that we do that are helpful. Like we can learn from other people. But really, I don't want to build like everyone else builds, right? I'm building something when I want to build differently. Like I want to flow differently. I want to enjoy life differently. I want to enjoy my work and the things that I do and the things that I create differently, not from a place of pressure, not from a place of force or hustle and grind, all the terminology. I really do want to do it from that place of joy and peace and rest, which means I have to allow myself to rest. And that means mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, just in my whole professionally, like I have to be coming from a place of rest for me, for it to feel authentic. So that's kind of what I wanted to share today. And I know I kind of went off there a little bit, but here was the other thing. I want to build differently, but here's the thing. I don't want to just build something. I want to grow something. And I think that's really, building something is effort and hard. Like you got to have all the tools and it's, I don't know, maybe a masculine energy, even if you wanted to go there. And then there's allowing something to grow, right? So we're going to keep planting seeds. We're going to keep putting ourselves out there. We're going to keep nurturing and caring for and doing the things that we're called to do in a way that makes things grow, as opposed to forcing something to happen. So, okay, I've gone way longer than I thought. Who knew I had so much to say today? So anyway, I'm going to drop this into our community page. Hopefully this will be helpful to you. Drop me a comment. Let me know. Does this resonate or not? All right, see you guys. Bye.